It's 6 a.m., your alarm goes off, and you can't get out of bed. All that motivation you had yesterday to crush your goals is gone. No motivation to try, no motivation to even care. Does that sound a little too familiar? If you've ever asked yourself why you can't stay motivated, if you've ever felt frustrated or discouraged because your motivation levels were so on again, off again, on again, off again, and you couldn't seem to maintain enough momentum to actually complete your projects, your goals, to actually make progress on the things you were trying to do, you're not alone. And it's probably not entirely your fault either. The truth is, a lot of people talk about motivation as though it is the end-all be-all to accomplishing anything. And they make it seem like they always feel motivated. I may have even accidentally done this myself a time or two, and if I have, I apologize. Because here's the thing, motivation is supposed to come and go because motivation is an emotion. Every emotion that we have comes and goes. If you were to feel one emotion all the time, you know what we would call that? We'd call that a mental health disorder. If you felt happy all the time, we'd be concerned for you. If you felt sad all the time, we would definitely be worried for you. If you felt angry all the time, well, we would just know that you were living in 2020. Because motivation is an emotion, yes, you can cultivate it to help you start taking action, but you can't expect it to be the thing that carries you to the finish line. The thing that carries you to the finish line is self-discipline. I have a lot of videos on this channel talking about how you can cultivate motivation, but I've done you a huge disservice if I haven't made it clear that you can only cultivate motivation to help you to build the self-discipline, the habits that will see you through. And even once you build those habits, even once you create some momentum, that doesn't mean you're not going to face days where you just don't want to get out of bed, where you just don't want to work on the thing you need to work on. This morning for me was a great example of that. I did not want to get out of bed early. I did not want to get up, get ready, and start filming. But because I had built the habits and the self-discipline, all I needed to do was take that first step and allow the habits to slowly move me through my morning. By the time it got to the point where I was about to turn this camera on, my head was already in the game. I no longer needed motivation because my habits created it for me. Does this mean my self-discipline always wins? No, you should have seen me Sunday morning sleeping in until about 10 a.m., playing on my phone until about 11:30. Sometimes our lack of motivation is going to win. But if you've built the self-discipline and you continue to build the self-discipline, you will start to feel what some people will refer to as motivation. It's not really motivation. You're not always going to want to do the thing. You're just going to have more muscle, more self-discipline muscle to get up and make yourself go. How do you build that self-discipline muscle? That's the real question. The first thing that I want you to remember is that you must have a good reason why, and you need to remind yourself of it on a regular, consistent basis. You need to make reminding yourself of your why a habit, because the more you practice that, the more you're going to remember at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. when you don't want to roll out of bed, why you actually will be grateful for it later on down the road. You also need to be clear on your daily success habits. What are the things that will lead you to success in your goals? Whether it's a personal goal or a business goal or both, you need to break these down into small daily habits. Don't try to get things done or have the motivation to crush a huge goal. All you need to do is whittle it down to the smallest, tiniest thing that you can do every day that will move you forward. It's so much easier to look at a small, tiny 10-minute task that you do repeatedly over time that will allow you to reach that goal than it is to look at the giant project that you want to get done, that you think that one project will be your saving grace. Once you know what those daily habits are, the next thing you need to do is build them one at a time. You don't build self-discipline by trying to tackle a perfect day or a perfect week or a perfect schedule or a perfect mindset all at once. You chip away at one thing at a time. And as you master that one thing, that one habit, then you build on another. John Maxwell said, "You'll never change your life until you change something you do every day. The secret to success is found in your daily routines. And last but most definitely not least, you must master your mindset. You must master the thoughts, the emotions, the crap inside that's going to keep you out of the game. I say a lot, your why must be bigger than your why not. And the reason for that is that those why nots are things like your fears. It's things like your limiting beliefs, your ideas of what's possible for you or what you can do in the amount of time that you've been given. If you have those things, they're going to be all of the why nots. They're going to be the thing that erodes that sense of motivation or that sense of self-discipline and that sense of accomplishment. The more you master the inner chatter, the inner work you get to do, the more the outer work becomes easier and easier. And if you need some help figuring out what those things are, I have a free training called Bottlenecks to Breakthroughs that will teach you the only 5 areas you need to be focusing on in order to up-level your mindset so you can up-level your business and crush your goals, not your soul. If you're brand new here, my name is Tara Wagner, and I help female entrepreneurs to do just that. I help them overcome their limiting beliefs and get their heads, their hearts, their habits straightened out so they can crush their goals. I would love for you to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications if you found this useful and you'd like more videos like this every single week. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful or you've had an aha moment, and share your thoughts and takeaways in the comments below. I love to hear from you, and I would love to answer any questions that you have. I know this was a shorty, but I hope that you'll listen to it again because it's probably one of the most important things that you'll listen to all week. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.